Hello and welcome or welcome back. I'm Bo, the wicked stepmom herself, all by my lonesome, and I do dual income budget on one sheet. We don't share bank accounts, but we do share a budget. So if that's interesting to you, stick around, subscribe, like, do the things. Let's get into it. This is the monthly budget for what I call April, which for me is March 22nd of this year to April 18th of this year. So this is zero-based budget worksheet from Vertex 42, link in the description below. I like looking at the monthly budget, for which for me is 4 weeks, because I do paycheck budgets, but I like looking at the month to see like cumulatively how much progress I'm making, because sometimes looking at a paycheck isn't the full picture. So I like looking at the month as a whole, and also I like taking a look at the year as it's going. So let's get into it. For his paycheck for inflow, his paycheck was $3,043, which was more than budgeted for, which I'm very pleased about. He's gotten some short paychecks. They haven't always been fantastic. And then mine was $2,404, which of course is more than budgeted for because I budget for the worst paycheck I've gotten at my job. Other income was $671. We took $2,297 from savings, and then we rolled over $858. So that is a total inflow of $9,273. And inflow just means it comes into the budget. So I know I've mentioned it before. I keep mentioning it. This is for my paycheck. That's 2 halves of 2 different paychecks that I just I split my paychecks in half so that they line up with this budgeting system. It really doesn't matter how you do it as long as the numbers all add up in the end. But I like kind of aligning our paychecks because we're budgeting together. I didn't want to have 2 separate budgets when we're both contributing to the household. So any case, yeah, that is an inflow of $9,273, which of course is way more than budgeted for. And part of that is because we took a lot out of savings. And then for his spending, $1,225 for the rent as budgeted. Kid bills, it was only the $103. The other part has not come out yet, and actually that's going to be changing because this copay, this particular doctor that they're seeing, they're going to therapy. I'll just say that, right? All the boys are in therapy, and the insurance is fighting paying now, so this is going to go up. And they're kind of in the midst of figuring out how that's going to go, which is why it hasn't come out yet. And then internet, $66 less than budgeted for, but we're happy about that. S&M collections was $50. Heating bill has not come out yet. Electric bill, $150, and we're rolling over $590 to cover what didn't come out for kid bills and heating bill. So that is a subtotal of $2,184, and it leaves us with $7,089, which really, it looks like a lot of money, but it's because we're draining savings. Okay. And then his saving, $880 for kids when we budgeted $441. Super happy about that. Trying to catch up from when he wasn't saving at all. Personal loan was $474, only budgeted $237. His emergency fund was $757, only budgeted $402. His wedding fund was what was budgeted $144, gifts as budgeted $51. That is a subtotal of savings of $2,306 for him. We're so happy about that. We're trying to catch up before summer starts. That leaves us with $4,783. And I know I keep mentioning summer. Well, I might have. I think I mentioned it more than once. He is a substitute teacher, so he is not guaranteed income during the summer. He has to try to find summer work or live off his savings during the summer every year. It's kind of stressful, but because he works at the kids' school, we don't have any childcare expenses right now. So that's phenomenal, because childcare for 3 kids can get real expensive. So it's kind of sometimes good, sometimes bad. And then we go for my spending. So my monthly bill is $58 as budgeted. I sent $551 to his debt as opposed to the $334 that I budgeted for. This is about to go up. I'm going to start budgeting for more because I realize it's going to take us forever. It's going to take us forever to pay this off if I don't step up a little bit more. Dining out was $97, way more than the $60 budgeted. I have gotten better this week. I've gotten better this past week, but I still have a long ways to go. Groceries, $440 as budgeted. Transportation, $120 as budgeted. Health, $150 as budgeted. All these are as budgeted. Household shopping got $50. Birthdays got $20. Clothing got $40. Shoes got $40. Pet food got $30. Personal got $20. And these are, I consider them spent, but I do have a little tracker that says how much is in each, and I change the amount as I spend the money. It's occasional spending, but it's way too often to consider it like a savings goal. I don't know. That's how I did it anyway. But that leaves us with $3,167. And then we go down to my saving, which is a little complicated. Let me break it down. So insurance got $778. And then I took out of my tax savings because I sold my house in another state last year. I sold my house, but because of that, I wasn't sure if I would have to pay taxes on the sale. So I set aside $17,000 to pay taxes if I needed to out of that money. Turned out I did not have to pay taxes because I didn't get enough money in the sale to qualify. So I took $16,155 out of my tax savings, and I split it between my emergency fund got $10,000 and school got $6,155, which technically fully funds those for this year. So I'm not planning on contributing much, if any, to those the rest of this year, but we shall see. I might change my mind. I don't know. Car maintenance got $22. Christmas got $50. I budget this $92 because those are that's the 2 highest cards that I could pull. So if I pull if I pull an ace and a joker, then that would be $46. And I pull a card every week. So if I pulled 4 cards, $92. That's how I figured it anyway. I should probably change that actually, because there's only 2 aces left and 1 joker. So I should probably just add up the cards that I have left and have that be the total amount. I don't know. We'll see. But I actually contributed $50 to Christmas. And then my emergency fund again got that $10,000. School got that $6,155. Furniture got $20. And that is a subtotal of $870. So I included the negative and the positive numbers to show how I'm moving my money around, but that did not actually impact the total that I saved out of what came into the budget. So this is just so that I can see over the course of the year, when I look at my yearly overview of what I spent, I can see that I didn't actually spend that tax savings money, and that my emergency fund did get more money and did have more money. That's how it made sense in my head anyway. I haven't seen a lot of budgeters reallocate money in their budget this way, but I don't know. I thought about it a lot, and that's how I figured out how to do it to make sense in my head anyway. And then we get to savings spent. So that was $870, leaves me with $2,297, which is how much how much savings I spent. So that was Amazon Prime for $139. Health got $1,500 because my partner needed a root canal and crowns. He had some real bad tooth problems. because of a car situation, and some of his teeth got broken a while back, and he started having pain. So like real bad pain. So yeah, bad times, y'all, bad times. Then taxes got $440 and furniture got $218. And this was actually the cost of me filing taxes, which I count as separate from taking money out of tax savings to reallocate, if that makes sense. So then subtotal for that is $2,297. And because that is what was left after saving, this is a zero-based budget. And again, I say it every time. Zero-based budget does not mean my bank account goes down to zero. It means every dollar that comes in has a place where it goes out. And I round up all of my transactions so that over time, I build up like a cushion in case I mess up transactions. Because I mess up transactions, I miss one, or I have like some kind of emergency I don't really want to dig in my emergency fund. So like what's actually in my checking account is like my paycheck plus a little bit of buffer. So my bank account does not go down to zero, y'all. It does not go down to zero. That is the benefit of rounding up my transactions, is I build up a little extra cushion in my accounts. So that is it. That is all. This is the story of my last month, basically. We got health problems, we got furniture breaking, we got taxes, we got like all kinds of stuff going on. This is kind of complicated. Like, as I think about it, as I look at it, this was a lot of work to make the math work out. But I hope you learned something. I hope I at least gave you one idea for what you might want to do with your budget. And I guess that's it. Never forget that you deserve financial stability, and I hope you have a great day on purpose. Bye.